Most men don't lose their charisma because they're boring. They lose it because they unconsciously give it away. Every time you trade strength for approval, every time you shrink your power to stay safe, you leak masculine energy. And women, men, and the world can feel it instantly. So let's break down the 5 subtle signs you're giving away your masculine charisma, and how to reclaim it. Because once you understand these, you won't just stop leaking energy, you'll radiate the kind of presence that commands respect, draws people in, and makes women feel your pull without a word. Sign number 1. You over-explain yourself. One of the fastest ways men lose their masculine charisma is by over-explaining. Think about it. When you keep justifying your actions with phrases like, "I only said that because," or "I didn't mean it that way," you're not clarifying, you're apologizing. And the more you apologize without a real reason, the weaker your presence feels. A masculine presence is built on silence and certainty. When you know what you said or did was right for you, you don't need to defend it. You let it stand. The moment you start explaining too much, people sense insecurity. And insecurity kills charisma faster than anything else. Charismatic men don't waste words trying to convince others. They declare. They say what they mean and allow silence to do the rest. That's why when they speak, people listen. Their words have weight. Your words lose power the second you dress them up with unnecessary explanations. Think about it. Every time you explain yourself when nobody asked, you're sending a hidden signal. I'm not fully confident in what I just said. People often feel that way, and it changes how they perceive you. Instead of a strong presence, you come off as uncertain, maybe even nervous. So here's the truth. Your masculine aura bleeds out through over-explaining. If you want to protect your charisma, stop giving people long excuses. Say what you mean, own it, and let silence work in your favor. And this leads us directly to the next sign most men don't even notice: when you seek permission instead of taking action. Because over-explaining is really about waiting for approval, and that approval-seeking mindset shows up in other parts of your life too. Sign number 2, you seek permission instead of taking initiative. Here's another big way men lose their masculine charisma: by always waiting for permission. If you're constantly looking around for approval before making a move, you don't look confident. You look like a boy asking for validation. And let's be honest, nobody follows a man who can't move without being told it's okay. Charismatic men do the exact opposite. They assume the frame. That means they don't wait for someone else to set the tone, they set it themselves. They move first, they speak first, and they don't hesitate to trust their instincts. When you live this way, people naturally see you as a leader, even if you're not the loudest person in the room. But when you're stuck waiting for that green light, you slowly kill your own magnetism. Why? Because waiting is passive. And passivity is the opposite of masculine energy. People can feel when you're holding back. They can sense when you want to move, but you're afraid of making the wrong step. That hesitation makes others lose confidence in you. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how the man who takes action first often gets the respect, even if his action wasn't perfect? That's the secret. Leadership isn't about perfection, it's about direction. People trust the man who moves, not the one who keeps asking, "Should I?" So, if you want to protect your charisma, stop asking for permission to exist. Step into the room like you belong there. Make the first move. Lead with certainty, even if you don't have all the answers yet. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Sometimes men give away their charisma not through hesitation, but by trying too hard to be liked. Which brings us to the next sign: laughing too easily at weak jokes. Sign number 3, you laugh too easily at weak jokes. Now let's talk about a subtle but powerful charisma killer: laughing too easily. There's a big difference between having a sense of humor and being the clown in the room. When you laugh at every little thing, especially at weak jokes, people can feel you're not laughing because it's funny, you're laughing because you want to be liked. And here's the problem: when your laughter is used as approval, you instantly hand away your power. People start to see you as someone who's trying too hard, someone desperate for connection instead of someone who naturally attracts it. Charisma isn't about forcing others to feel good around you, it's about creating such a presence that people want to feel good when they're with you. Think about the men you've seen who hold a room with ease. They don't laugh at everything. In fact, they usually laugh less, but when they do, it carries weight. Their laughter feels genuine, controlled, and selective. That's what makes it valuable. On the other hand, when you're chuckling at every joke, even the ones that aren't funny, you dilute your presence. People stop respecting your reactions because they know you'll smile or laugh no matter what. And respect is the foundation of charisma. So here's the shift: don't give away your laughter as if it's free candy. Save it for the moments that genuinely hit you. That restraint makes your presence stronger and your humor more magnetic. And speaking of presence, laughter isn't the only place where men shrink themselves. Many unknowingly give away their charisma through body language, slouching, crossing arms, or avoiding eye contact. Let's break that down next. Sign number 4, you shrink your body language. Another clear way men give away their charisma is through body language. Most guys don't even realize it, but the way you carry yourself speaks louder than your words. When you cross your arms, slouch your shoulders, or keep your head down, you might think you're just being relaxed. But in reality, you're signaling submission. Masculine charisma is not about being the loudest guy in the room. It's about how your presence is felt without saying a word. And presence starts with your body. When you stand tall, keep your shoulders relaxed, and hold steady eye contact, people instantly sense confidence. You don't need to puff up your chest like you're trying to scare someone. You just need to take up your natural space and stop folding yourself into the background. Think about it this way. Your body is constantly broadcasting a message. It's either saying, I'm strong, calm, and in control, or it's saying, I'm unsure and hoping nobody notices me. Which message do you want people to receive the moment you walk into a room? If you shrink your body language, others will unconsciously treat you as less dominant, less important, and less magnetic. But if you expand, even just a little, you immediately shift how people respond to you. Charisma is physical as much as it is psychological. So, check yourself right now. Are you sitting tall, or are you slouching? Are your eyes steady or darting away? Fix those small things, and you'll notice a massive difference in how others react to you. But body language isn't the final piece. There's one more way men silently give away their power, and it's perhaps the deadliest: apologizing for their desires. Let's dive into that next. Sign number 5. You apologize for your desires. Here's the last and one of the most damaging ways men give away their charisma: apologizing for what they want. Most guys don't even notice they do this. They hold back their ambitions, their goals, even their attraction to someone, because they're afraid of being judged or rejected. But when you apologize for wanting, you silently tell the world, I'm not fully confident in my own desires. And that kills your masculine energy fast. Charisma isn't about being aggressive or demanding. It's about owning your desires without shame. When you confidently express what you want, people respect it. When you hide or apologize for it, people sense hesitation, and your presence loses power. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how unapologetic men about what they want attract attention effortlessly? They don't need to beg for approval or explain themselves. They make choices, pursue goals, and express desires with conviction. That energy is magnetic. But here's the thing. Most men try to soften their desires to avoid conflict or rejection. They say things like, I just thought I'd try, or I don't want to bother you, but those small apologies may seem harmless, but they shrink your presence and dilute your charm. The solution is simple, but it requires courage. Stop apologizing for wanting. Speak your intentions clearly. Move toward your goals without hesitation. And express attraction or interest with confidence. When you do, people feel your power. Now, here's the bigger picture. When you combine all 5 of these signs, over-explaining, seeking permission, laughing too easily, shrinking your body language, and apologizing for desires, you're leaking charisma in ways most men don't even realize. The good news is that self-awareness is the first step. In the next step, own your presence fully and unapologetically, so your masculine energy commands every room you enter. If you found this video really helpful, that helped you with self-awareness, hit that like, share with your buddy who is simp, and act weird and let know when you're deleting these habits. Until next video, thanks for watching.